I want to talk to you about a brief line that was read by Morpheus in The Matrix, where he says, "You have to understand, most of these people are not ready to be unplugged, and many of them are so injured, so hopelessly dependent on the system that they will fight to protect it." I wanted to relay this to you because I've had this impression or this understanding that I always wanted to help people overcome and wake up and come to the true understanding of what it is that they are as the creative being and the main character and the hero of their own story and the creator of their reality and just the creator in general. And I wanted to wake everybody else up to this said feeling, and I've come to realize I can't wake everybody else up. It's kind of like looking at a tree. You don't pick the fruit before it's ripened. You pick the fruit when it is ripened. And this is something that I myself have had to overcome and have had to realize that like all I can do is I can only share the information and the inspiration that I have, and if it resonates with you, cool. If not, cool. It's a very challenging thing that I've had to come to, a realization that I didn't think would take me this long, yet it took me the exact time that it needed to take me, because not everybody wants to be unplugged. Some people are happy living in ignorance. Some people are happy being blissfully ignorant and not understanding that they are the creators of the reality, and the only one that's ever going to come save them is themselves. And if they don't save themselves, then they're never going to get saved. But like, you have to understand that that is just how this world works. That's just how we are. Like, yes, you do help other people, and then you do save other people in those ways, but like, they have to still be the one that takes the action, which is why I've struggled so long to like be a coach and be a consultant, is because I wanted to do the work for you. I wanted to save you. I wanted to wake you up, but I can't do the meditation. I can't do the self-inquiry. I can't do the journaling. I can't do the reading. I can't do any of this for you. That is something that you yourself have to go and do. All I can do is give you a push or a nudge or a suggestion or ask you a question, which is why I have a coaching link down below, which you can schedule a free 30-minute call if this is something that you want to do, because I like being able to use movies, TVs, animes, references, because they resonate with me. And I feel like if they resonate with me, they're going to resonate with you as well too. Because Neo, like in Morpheus even says in the first Matrix, is typically we don't wake people up at your stage, but we needed your help. We needed you to be able to fight the ways and the battles that we needed to have you fight in. Most of the time, that's not necessarily the case. Sometimes people wake up in their own time, and it's why I recommend like meditating and starting now, because the effects that you do right now are going to have a ripple effect later. And the stuff that you've done in the past, that also had a ripple effect up until now. And sometimes you have to prune those weeds. Sometimes you have to remove them from your garden. Sometimes you have to plant new seeds and water new seeds to hopefully help them grow in the ways that you're wanting them to grow in. If you never got started, then you were never able to do that in the first place, which is why I'm hopefully hoping that this is just going to be something that is just like a little seed that just gets planted in your mind. You're like, maybe this guy was right. Maybe he does have some ideas. Maybe I should try what he's talking about, like meditating or taking walks or asking questions or talking to women or whatever it may be, going to the gym, exercising, biking, running, going to the mountains. Like, doing these things are going to help you wake up. At least they're the things that help me wake up. Because like when I first went on this journey of like self-improvement, meditation, self-inquiry, like I never imagined that I would be in this place right now, or that I would have these ideas or these epiphanies, yet I just continue moving forward. I didn't necessarily see, and there's a quote, it's kind of escaping me right now, but like, you have to have faith. Then that's basically it, because like, you don't want to have little faith. You have faith that the actions that you're taking on a daily basis are helping you become more of the man or woman that you're wanting to be. If you are a woman, I feel like most of my audience is men, at least that's what I've seen from what I've seen so far. So like, sometimes these videos, like, you make it to this point because you needed to hear this thing. Like, you listening. That's it. Like, you had to hear this, and that's why you're listening to it right now. And I know that sounds crazy. Maybe it sounds absurd, or maybe it's the exact thing that you needed to hear in this said moment, because I know that's how it has been for me over this past years. I would hear these things, and I'm like, that was the exact thing that I needed to hear at that exact moment in the exact time. It's why I do these videos. It's why I post and share the things that I do, is because I know that at one point in time, this will help somebody, even if it's not the time when like it's showing to them right now. Like, maybe it'll help you in 5 years. Maybe it'll help you in 10 years. Maybe it'll help you tomorrow. Like, I don't know. But I'd rather at least share these things, share this knowledge, share this wisdom, share the experiences that I have with you, so that maybe you can wake up. And if that is something that you want to do, cool. If not, no worries. There's an analogy and a quote or a perspective that you can take to start to come more in tune with this said belief system or the said structure that you are the creator of your reality, is start to look at things, ask yourself, ask yourself to start to see things that you typically would not see. Whatever it may be. It could be somebody down a mountain that's in like very colorful clothes. It could be you like losing your friend and then coming in contact with your friend. It could be you going to the gym at weird random times and then seeing the same people that you always see there. And you'll start to realize that like, regardless of when you go, regardless of where you're at, you're always going to see something that you need to see. And hopefully maybe that'll help you make decisions on wanting to wake up in new ways. And like I said earlier, if you want to have some guidance or if you want to have some coaching or some consulting around these ideas in the same ways that I did, then just book the call, 30 minutes, and all I do, just show up and we can see if I can be a good fit, because I might not even be able to help you. I just figure if you've been listening to my content for over the years, maybe this is something that you want to progress forward with. You do want to improve. You do want to have these different strategies or ways of looking at life in the ways that I have. I've hired my own coaches. I've done my own research. I've done my own experiments. And now I'm ready to share it with you in a way that will benefit you in the same way that it has benefited me. And then again, at the same time, I can't wake everybody else up. I can't save everybody. It's like I was talking about in the Jujutsu Kaisen video that I did the other day, which people that watch The Matrix might not necessarily watch Jujutsu Kaisen, but then I think about it, I'm like, I watch Jujutsu Kaisen and I watch The Matrix, so there's probably some other people out there that do the exact same thing. I would highly recommend watching that, because all I can ever do is help one person, and if I'm just helping one person, then I'm doing my job, and that's all I'm wanting to do is just help the one person that I can help in the best ways that I know how to. And if that is you, then by all means, I appreciate it. And just realize that where you're at in your life is where you need to be. And don't compare yourself to somebody else's book, somebody else's chapter, somebody else's story, because you are the main character. They are the main character of their story. You are the main character of your story. Everybody's the main character. Some people are ignorant to it. Some people don't necessarily know that. And that's okay. It's okay. That's just where it's at. It takes some time. It takes practice. It takes repetition, as anything in life does. It's going to happen when it's meant to happen. And I know that to be true, because everything else has happened in the ways that it needed to. So if you found this valuable, I'll check with you guys in the next one, and thank you for watching or listening.